Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ace, and I'm back with another reaction video. Here we go. Alright, so today I am going to be reacting to Girl You Know It's True by Milli Vanilli. Now, according to Wikipedia, this song is from their album of the same name. It was released in 1989. So yeah, let's get into it and see what this is going to be about.
You crack a smile and everything you do. Don't you understand, girl? This love is true. You're so sick of hand on sweet and thin. That's kind of like a passion up on your skin. It lightens up my day, and that's also true. Together we're one, separated we're two. To make it all mine is my desire. Cause you contain a quality that I admire. To put it plain and simple, you rule my world, so try to understand. I'm in love, girl. I'm so in love, girl. I'm just in love, girl, and this is true. Girl, you know it's true. I love you. Yes, you know it's true. I love you.
Alright, let's pause for a minute. Alright, so I like how it starts with the single strikes of those hard keyboard plunks. Then after the song begins, the keyboard pattern becomes a little bit more fluttery and melodic. And I'm also loving the beat, so yeah, let's keep on going.
What's ringing my ears to stimulate my senses, girl, when you are near. And with your positive emotion, love, making and joy, that's no need to bust it. It's like a girl and a boy. These feelings I get, I often wonder why. So I thought I might discuss this, girl, just you and I. Now what you wear, I don't care how you cross it before. The reason that I like you, girl, is for what you are. If I said it, think about it, you rule my world, so try to understand. I'm in love, girl. I'm so in love, girl. I'm just in love, girl.
Alright, girl, you know it's true. Let me get into what I think the song is about. So the song is basically him confessing his love to her. At this point, he seems to be all in. He's totally consumed by his infatuation and is laying it all out on the line, like ooh, ooh, ooh. So I like the incessant piano and the bell sound and keyboard melody. The synthesizers are slightly overbearing in some moments, but are generally well implemented. I like how the verses and the chorus each use their own respective rhythm patterns and backbeats. The drums go harder during the verses, but I love that loose hi-hat beat sample during the chorus. It was the same one that Rakim used on Paid in Full. In fact, a whole bunch of rappers have used that sample. Speaking of beats, I also love how the drum rolls during the pre-chorus and during the hook. So lyrically, it's very sugary, but for all of its cheesiness, seems sincere enough. The overall sentiment almost seems like a hair to LL Cool J's "I Need Love." I think by this point in the late 1980s, rappers were beginning to show their sensitive side. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the whole lip sync thing because that's old hat, but I will say that hindsight is indeed 2020 because the voices don't match the faces. Plenty of real singers' faces don't match their actual voices. However, these guys look to be in their early 20s, but the voices that they were miming to sound older. The true vocalists have this kind of like a kind of a Midwest to Southern urban drawl to their tones that contrasts with Rob and Fab being these young guys from Europe who wouldn't have that accent. So I just had to get that out of the way. But in terms of actual voices, the rapper sounds a bit clumsy as he rushes his way through those bars. The hook singer's voice sounds a bit rough, but he does give the song its character. But I like the post-chorus harmonization with the mixed male and female voices. The video. So the video is very European in tone, right down to the cars having the steering wheel on the right-hand side. It was kind of interesting how during Fab's verses, the camera would pan away from him and then immediately go back to him. The video effectively splices together the standard performance segments with the low-key Super 8 film footage of like Rob and Fab with the girl. Meanwhile, the girl herself, she looks like an 80s porn star or a Prince protege and comes off like a thought not to be trusted. The outfits that they wore during those performance segments were kind of ridiculous. The shoulder pads and the suit jackets had them looking like they were wearing boxes. So I would give the song a letter grade of a B+. Despite all that the world knows about the Milli Vanilli saga, Girl You Know It's True is delightfully elaborate and pretty well produced. It's melodious, charming, and fun with a lot of bump. It's a dance song without an obnoxious tempo, which allows it to incorporate fairly convincing elements of New Jack Swing and hip hop. That the whole operation was Euro-based makes it the culmination of those features that much more interesting. Furthermore, the track is pleasantly decorated with vibrant synth keys and other miscellaneous razzmatazz. Again, I don't love the actual voices on the song. The rapping is pretty terrible and the vocals on the hook are kind of harsh, but despite all of that, the song has a lot of vocal personality and it does stick with you. So I would give the video a letter grade of a C. Again, I'm not trying to harp on the whole lip syncing angle, but I will say that despite being counterfeit in that area, these guys had a lot of charisma and were decent dancers. I kind of see why they were chosen to be the faces of the group. You can fake a voice, but you can't fake stage presence. Fab arguably carries the video the most as it's built more around his presence, just as the song is built more around the rap that he's visualizing. That said, the story segment was a bit odd and questionable. It starts off with Fab and the 80s tart seemingly having relationship trouble. She's mad and trying to get away from him as he chases her down. Then in the next scene, all is forgiven as Rob suddenly appears. Now she's like conspicuously chummy with both guys as they stroll through the streets. Then we see her cozying up to some other random dude on the street before ultimately going home with Fab. So, you know, Thought City, I don't know if she's the one to be ooh, 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 I love you over, but you know, low budget 80s porn vibe aside, the spare cam footage does a good job of showing both guys kind of more relaxed, you know, being youthful and carefree without those silly ass shoulder pads. So the overall grade for everything is going to be a B-. I definitely think that the song is iPod and playlist worthy, but how do you feel about it? How do you feel about Milli Vanilli's Girl You Know It's True? Leave me some comments, like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.